Video, I want to talk about the new camera I just picked up. Before I get into it, let me say this. This is the most expensive camera I've ever bought. I've had GoPros, I've had Sony Action Cam, I've had a couple of 360 cameras, I had the Samsung 360 Gear. I also had this 360 Fly too. Actually I had two of them. I had the 1080p and then the 4K. But I really love doing 360 footage and things like that because I feel like with 360 you're able to look at different aspects of your video without having to be dedicated to only one particular view, one particular vision, and that's all you can see is one way. But with the 360 cameras, I'm able to get the whole area and things like that, so I really like that freedom. Now, the camera I picked up is the Insta 360R, well, the 360-1R. It took me a while to figure out which camera I wanted to get because I was really getting sick and tired of having two cameras, one on my chin mount that shows directly facing out, and then one that's on my bike that faces me. And then once I do a video, I had to sync it, do the video, and then I had to go home. I had to take the camera, I had to take the SD card out of this camera, and then my camera on my helmet, put them in the editing software, then have to match them up and sync it together and then cut. It's just a lot more work that I really want to do. So I was trying to figure out which camera can I use that can help me eliminate a lot of that work. So I was doing some research and I was going to get the Insta 360-1X, but I waited on that because I did not like the look of it. It was long, rectangular. It didn't really have any, you couldn't really see the screen. There was no preview screen or nothing like that. And it was just really awkward looking on a bike. Even wherever you set it up on the bike, it just looks awkward. So I sat and think, okay, what else can I do? What else can I get? So Insta 360 came out with the Insta 360-1R, which is this camera right here that I have. So before I dive into the camera itself, the reason why I got this camera was for a few reasons. One, I like the look of the camera as far as how it actually looked. It looked like it was a GoPro style camera. It looked like it was a camera that I could put on my bike and able to see different areas and things like that, and it still looks good on my bike regardless of wherever I put it. Another thing about this camera I really like is that it had different modulars, so I'm able to put different combinations together. Sorry guys, it's really hot, so don't mind the sweat, please. Okay, anyway, I like that it was able to, you could take it apart and use different aspects of the camera for whatever shots you're going to use or whatever footage you're trying to take. Now, yes, you can go on the website, I mean the different channels, you just type in Insta 360R, there's dozens of camera reviews, and it'll tell you all the specs, and it'll tell you what it can and cannot do, and I mean a boatload of things. This right here is not that kind of video, okay? I'm telling you this is just a real person, me talking to you as a real rider, as someone who likes to video their rides and things like that, and you actually use it practically, not the whole like, okay, well it has 4.K, you know, this, that, and the other. I did research into that, okay? I did research into that, but that wasn't like my main focus on this camera, why I wanted to get it. The main focus is I want a 360 camera with really good image and looks really good. And that's really the only thing, and is very durable. So the camera itself, okay? The camera itself is composed of a few different components, and you got to kind of put it together like Voltron. And once you put it together, you make this mega camera that you're able to do many things. So when you first buy the camera, let me explain to you this. The camera is sold in two different packages, okay? first, the first camera sold, it comes with the battery, it comes with the 4K flat camera, and it comes with the body, which has the preview screen, and it has the SD card, the charger, and all the brains in it. You can buy this particular setup for $299. Now, that setup comes with this. It comes with the battery. It comes with the case, and it comes with the charging cord. So that's pretty much what it comes with. So, which is a pretty decent deal. But I didn't really buy it. I didn't really want to buy just that, because when it comes to shooting just regular videos like this, I'd rather just use my GoPro, a straight shot point and shoot camera. I don't need the 360 to make a video for this, especially trying to tell you things like that. So I really wasn't really buying it for the 4K angle. But like I said, it comes in handy, because if you're out and about, or if you're doing some moto vlogging, or you're doing some walking around, this you can be able to put together real fast and use this. The good thing about this too is that you not only can use this as a moto vlog camera, you can also use this as a walk around camera. You can put it together like this and actually walk around as a selfie, and you're able to see the preview of what you're watching, of what you're filming. So while you're doing moto vlog, you're able to look at the screen here and able to look at the camera and be able to do what you need to do. So that's one of the good things. Or if you need to, you can always turn this around like this, and you're able to point out and take any footage or video or pictures and still be able to see the screen in the back. Of course, you have to have the battery put to it, but I'm just kind of giving you what it's about. So when I decided to get this, I was like, I need the 360 part. So the second part, or the second way you can buy this camera, is you can buy what's called the Twin Edition. So basically, it still comes with the 4K resolution camera. It still comes with the brain, with the SD cards, and with the preview screen. Also still comes with the battery, same battery, but it has an extra modular right here, and this is the 360 modular. This is what makes the Insta360 the best camera that I think, even better than GoPro, is this little thing right here. All you have to do literally is take the brain and this, and you just snap it together. And then once you do that, once you snap together, and then you put the battery on like so. Oh, sorry. Okay, there it goes. I know I look like I'm struggling, but I really don't take this apart like this. So it's like every time I take it apart, I feel like it's brand new. Like I've never used this thing. All right, come on now. Work with me. Work with me. Guys, I promise you, this is not as bad as you think. And please don't look bad upon me, because I'm having issues trying to put this thing together. Okay. So now that I have it snapped together, sorry about that. So now it's all together, and the great thing about this, let me say this, the great thing is you turn it on, and then if you can see here is the screen that is a preview screen, and basically you can able to watch whatever you're filming. And the best thing about this camera, let me tell you, the best thing about this camera is you still have the 360 effect of being able to move this around while you're watching it, so you can get different aspects of your video. That's the best thing in the world. I'm telling you, that's the best thing in the world. So let's talk about the battery life, okay? the battery life for this, when you charge it up to a full charge, it takes about maybe 45 minutes to an hour. It depends on how much you use it. So this battery doesn't last very long at all, okay? But there are two things you can do to extend your battery life or just extend your footage while you're viewing, while you're recording. You can get an external power bank, and directly plug it into your charging port on your camera, and it will charge while you're recording. So it won't shut off and like that. So it will charge while you're recording. So that's one of the good things. But if that is not an option, or you want to try something different, you can purchase for extra $50 the big battery. This battery I think lasts about 2 hours, so you can see the difference between the two. Obviously this one's bigger, so this one takes a lot longer. And also the good thing about this one is it does have the little feet already attached to it, so you're able to put it to your selfie stick and continue your footage or videoing, whatever. Now, I suggest you don't use this on your bikes at all, because even though this right here snaps onto the thing, if you're doing high speeds or dangerous maneuvers, this could possibly jolt off and fall or break or whatever. And these are made out of plastic, so they're not really strong. So I would suggest not to use these on your bike. But if you're walking around selfie stick, that's thing right here. So hopefully they make a case that will go around this whole thing. Hopefully. If they do that, that'd be awesome. So the battery's done. Okay, so another thing too about this camera that I really, really like is that you're able to switch in and out real fast, real easy. So if I want to take this and go to this, it's just a simple pull and then push in, and then there it is. And then the battery obviously on the bottom. Fast, easy, and things like that. Now, the bad thing about this camera is, one, you can scratch these really easy, this lens really easy. So I suggest if you do buy this camera that you get a lens protector, which I have one here and here. But unfortunately, they don't have one for the 360 mod. So basically, I have is this cover that comes with the Twin Edition that goes over the lens, so it'll protect the lens. And so if I drop it or whatever, it'll protect it. But if I don't have this is really easy to scratch and really easy to break. So I suggest that you make sure you triple take care of this part. Now, one of the good things is that if I ever break this, all I have to do is just buy this particular mod, and I think this mod is like $200. So I can actually just buy this and continue going instead of having like a GoPro. If you break your lens, you're done. You know, you can't do anything. You're stuck. So that's one good thing. Also, another good thing about this whole modular system is that they might be coming out with new mods that go with this camera. Right now, they have the 1-inch lens that can also be plugged up to this. So as time goes on, you'll be able to add more mods to this and even take your footage or your videoing to another level. Now, the holder, the actual case. So, like I said before, it comes with a case, and the case itself is really good. What I like about the case is that it is very sturdy, and that it's just really easy to use. What I like about it is this right here is a latch. So basically, when I put the camera in like this, I put the camera in, slide in its spot, I close this door, and then this just literally latches on, and then it locks. So this will pop up. You're still able to access the buttons, so you're still able to see the lens and everything like that. Awesome. I mean, that's the best thing right there is this particular case. Now they do make other cases for this too. Say for instance you just want to walk around, or you want to put it on a stand on a tripod or a stick or something like that. you're able to get this. And what this is just a little half case. And basically all it does is you just take it and you just slide this in here like this, and bam, it's not gonna come out. There's no there's friction on there, so it's good to go. Now again, do not put this on your motorcycle. This is just for strictly like this, or if you're gonna do some vlog and stuff like that, but not on your motorcycle. So it's easy to slip in, slip out, and just basically pull it, and then there you go. Now, another question people ask is like, well, what about my 360 lens? How am I going to protect it, especially if I am riding, or if I am doing a video or something, or the falls or on the tripod or the monopod or whatever? What can I do to protect the lens, because this is very expensive? So what they did was they made, which I will show you here in a second. Let's put this on, case, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so now here's the case. Okay, and a lot of times people, when they record, when they film, you want to have a sense of, you want to make sure that when you put this camera on your tripod or monopod, that you got some extra layer of protection. So what they made are these are lens covers. And basically these lens covers, they go in these little holes right here. You just snap it in like this. And they got one for the other side. Snap in, and basically you just close this, goes up here, and then there. Now your lens is perfectly protected, just in case it falls. And in the editing software, they have a program where you're able to still use the stitching and still get the 360 effect, even with these on. So best thing ever. So that's one thing you can do when you buy it. These lenses are like $30. So after all that, people always keep asking me, how do you get the footage you get? This is how I do it with the Insta360 1R. I'm not sponsored by them. I really don't do sponsoring a lot, I guess, because I have nobody sponsoring me. But I like to, if I find something really good or something that's really going to help another rider, help somebody, I will definitely make videos or definitely give you reviews. And I have to say, this is a really good camera. You can also put different SD cards. You can put 8, 16, 32. Right now I have a 64 megabyte SD card in here, and it lasts me for like almost an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 45 minutes. So it still has the same record time as the GoPro. The editing is so much better because you can edit from your phone, which if you want me to make a video about that, I'll definitely do that. Also make a video about the different things you can do with this camera. The actual, if you haven't seen yet on my Instagram, you can do clone, you can do tiny play. There's so many functions that this camera can do. It will blow your mind. But I have to say it's really expensive. Well, in my book, it's expensive. This camera, oh, by the way, if you're gonna buy the twin edition, that will run you about $500, close to almost $600 for the twin edition. But knowing me, a baller on a budget, I didn't spend no $500-600 on this camera. I only spent $300 on this camera. It was used, and I got it off eBay, and I bid the hell out of it, and I'm so lucky to win. But yeah, $300 I bought this used, and it has been great. I mean, I really love it. I love it that I'm able to video all my rides with only one camera and get all the views that I need. And in editing, I'm able to do different things that GoPro can't even touch. Now, will I say this is a GoPro killer? Man, it's close enough. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's close. If I had the choice of saying I had to run out the house and I could take one camera, which camera would I take? definitely would take the 360R all day, hands down. So guys, I'm gonna get off of here and head to the house. But if you have any questions or any comments or anything else you want to know about this camera, leave it in the description, the link below, or not link below, but leave it in the comments below, whatever questions you have. Also, my next video, I'm going to talk about these two little guys right here. These two are game changers. They're game changers. So, guys, with that, I'm going to get out of here, and I will talk to you later.